What is going on, everybody? Today we're looking at the new LEGO Star Wars Imperial Dropship versus Rebel Scout Speeder set 40755 with 383 pieces that retails for $40 US. So this is a pretty cool set, getting this battle pack, another like combined battle pack set, recreating the old sets that they did back in like 2008. There were two individual battle packs. The only difference is that each set came with 4 figures, where we're only getting 3 this time for each, where we get the Rebel Scout Speeder and the Imperial Dropship, which of course we've had a Dropship more recently as well. And then this also includes our 25th anniversary exclusive figure of QTKT, so our last figure of that set. So we'll be looking at all of those now that we have them. But overall, just a pretty nice like battle pack. We get the Rebel Speeder, so the little speeder there, where we can put pilot, person on the gun, an extra little character, as well as our Dropship, which like I said, we've had more recently from the 20th anniversary back in 2019. So overall, looks decent there. We spin around, we can just see more of it. So our characters sort of fighting there, as well as some of the like the Dropship, dropping off the little segment, and the Rebels hiding behind the speeder, and some of the functions that each of them have there as well. So not a whole lot to this set as usual, but looks pretty good overall. So a nice set that I'm pretty happy with. So let's go and look at the set, starting with the minifigs. Well, here we have our 6 minifigures of the set. I guess you can include 7 if you include KT there. Overall, nice figures, but they're pretty basic. We just get Rebel Fleet Troopers and Stormtroopers. Nothing really crazy about them. So we get our Rebel Fleet Troopers. We'll just start with this one. Look at it overall. Looks like it has the big white helmet on as usual with the black visor on the front. We get the faces that have the little chin strap design coming around. I don't know if they have printing on the back, so like a scared face. And I do love how each of them have different faces and design. So this one's got like an older man face, so there's like more wrinkles on his face. And then he's got the blue shirt on with a black vest on it, and the gray pants, again just nice Rebel Trooper design, brown belt around his waist, and then comes with a nice silver little blaster there. Overall looks pretty decent for him. And of course the other two will be exactly the same, just their face changes in skin tone. So this one looks like a younger guy there because he doesn't have all the wrinkles, and there he's got an angry face on the back. And our last one is a lady with a darker skin tone. You can tell it's a lady because she has lipstick and little eyelashes there, and then on the back she has just looks like a stoic face, so this one looks more like her angry face there. So we had those 3 Rebel Fleet Troopers. Like I said, nothing crazy, same outfit, just repeated, just different skin tones. And then we get our Stormtroopers, just like all the Stormtroopers we've had before. They have the nice big helmet design on there, the little mouth design, of course the visor for the eyes, the black line across that, some gray shading, mouth breather there on the bottom, all that sort of design. And then of course we do get printed face underneath, so it just looks like a sort of generic guy, only printing on the front. Then the white Stormtrooper outfit, so we had the white armor on top, belt around the waist, the little open midsection, black gloves, and the legs coming down with little sections there at the knees and printing on the back of that as well, with the same blaster just in black this time as opposed to the silver. And then all these will be exactly the same. The difference once again is just changing up. So there's a lady with a little bit darker skin tone, again eyelashes and lipstick, and our final one has darker skin tone and is a lady as well with the lipstick and eyelashes. So overall pretty nice for that. Like I said, unfortunately the only thing that changes are really their face and skin tones, which is nice that there is variation in that, but just 3 of the exact same figures over and over again. Then like I said, of course we get QTKT as well, which is a nice pink astromech droid. That was the astromech droid of Ayla Secure, I think, from the Clone Wars series, but looks good overall with the design. Love like the yellow, like almost caution tape design around the top of her head, and then just pink everywhere, so it just looks like R2 just in pink this time, but overall nice bright pink color for that. And then is on the base for the 25 years of LEGO Star Wars. So now that we have QTKT, we can add it in with the rest of our 25th anniversary figures. So there she's added, giving us 7 figures for the 25th anniversary, where we got 5s, Darth Malak, Saw Gerrera, young Leia, Cal Kestis, Nub, and now QTKT. And of course it doesn't go with this display, but we also have the 25th anniversary Darth Maul as well, that has the 25th anniversary printing there on his back. So we'll just throw him in there as well, just so we have him. So there's all our figures celebrating the 25th anniversary of LEGO Star Wars. Pretty nice to get this. I love having this sort of collection because they're all new figures we haven't had before, unlike the 20th anniversary where it was just recreating those original figures with our main characters. So really nice to have these figures added to the collection, like I said, especially figures we've not had in sets before. But that brings us to our 2 vehicles, so we'll go and start with the Rebel Speeder, which has a nice design overall, but the Rebel Scout Speeder was a combat speeder used by the Rebel Alliance to carry troopers with a blaster cannon turret on the back, so pretty much what we see here. So we get a nice little flat speeder design, which I do like this a lot. I think I prefer this vehicle out of the 2, and again, I've never had this before, where like the Dropship, I got the 20th anniversary one from 2019, but we didn't get this Scout Speeder back then, so this is the first time I've ever had it, so looks nice overall. So we get a nice cockpit area to put 2 characters in, nice little windshield design, and of course it should be like controls, but they're all the way down there where their feet would be, but just nice design with that windshield and everything, Rebel logos and some stickers there on the front, gives us a nice like rounded sort of speeder design there. Of course the flat pieces on the bottom, so it does easily slide back and forth. Love the 2 designs here. I'm not sure exactly what they are. I want to say like vents or something, but just with the rounded off designs and stuff, really enjoyed like this section here of this build. And of course our engines on the back that propel it forward, which is pretty nice. Then we get our turret up top as well, so we get this nice turret. Of course has some movement sense, so you can aim up, aim down, whatever you want. And love how they're using like a spear tip on the front instead of like the normal just rounded point like this design back here. Instead of this like they usually do, it's got like this spear tip on it, which is pretty cool, so it gives that gun. We get our stud shooters on the sides as well, so of course we can do that and shoot out the little studs. So the Rebels have red on this version, and then of course a little seat up top there as well that we can put a Rebel to pilot the gun. And this does come off as well, so you have that little open section, so maybe if you want to take this off and just put a third person back in there and have them all transported together. Not really sure what you'd want to do with that otherwise, but yeah, overall looks pretty nice. So let's go and put our Rebel troopers inside of this. So there we got our 2 Rebel troopers in the cockpit there, so they can be piloting the ship, and then our guy up top working the turret, so there can control it going side to side. So pretty nice overall for that design. Love that they fit in there. Like I said, now unfortunately the original set like this from 2008 came with 4 figures, so we are missing a figure from that. Unfortunately, it'd be nice to have 4, but overall still pretty nice for the design. Love the build of the ship and all that, and getting the characters to go along that fit inside there. So really nice overall for our Rebel Scout Speeder. But then we can then move over to our Imperial Dropship, which like I said, we've had this before. It just got a little bit different design. Overall, I do like overall the build. I just don't like it. Like I wish some stuff would have changed and incorporated more of that original design. But the dropships are used by the Empire to transport squads of troopers with a detachable platform on the back to deploy troopers quickly. So it looks pretty nice overall. So we get our cockpit in the front. So nice dark shield over here on the top, so we can open up to put our characters inside, get a little control panel and all that in there. So that's pretty nice. And then I love how we get the Imperial logos, so we have it up on top there and on the sides as well. We get stud shooters on the side, so they have the green studs in there to shoot out. Love this little gray design as well, like these points coming off to the side, really like that. Then we go back, so this is usually like where the wings are. There's usually like wing sort of designs, but this time we just get these like little flaps or whatever with the Imperial logos on them. So just these little black flap design, and then what I assume to be like the engines here with the blue design on the back. And this does have a rotate, which usually with the last one you would do that and it would drop off the platform, where this time this just moves on its own and doesn't drop off the platform. But then we go to our platform down here, so we put at least 2 characters on the back here. I thought someone was going to attach on with this design, but I think it's just to give you a little grip, and you can pull on it and it's just lightly gripped in there, so it's just like a little friction grip. I can't really show you down inside there. It's got like the ratchet joint, but you know, with the little clip they just sort of hold together, and it has the little slides as well, so the little sections that slide in there to help keep it on so it doesn't fall off very easily, which is nice, you know, overall, where the other one you'd mess up with this, like move it a little bit and it would just fall off. So we can put our troopers on that and deploy them out there, which is nice. And then you can like rotate it the engines to take off real quick to quickly drop our characters off. So let's go ahead and put the Stormtroopers inside this. So there we've got the pilot in the cockpit to fly the ship around, and then our 2 Imperials there on the back to drop off, so the ship can flying into battle, quickly land or get low to the ground, drop off the plate and take off. And like I said, adjust the engine so then aim down to get it to quickly take off from there, and leaves our Stormtroopers there ready to go into battle off the little platform. So that is pretty nice. Like I said, pretty nice overall. I really like the design. I think it looks more modern, like cooler overall, but it just doesn't function as well as the past ones, which speaking of, here's the one from 2019, which again with this we got 4 figures instead of the 3, so 1 less figure this time. But as you can see, the build is much more on this newer one compared to this one that's sort of cheaply built. So we get our pilot, and this one came with a black Stormtrooper, so it looks pretty nice there. And then we get our platform that has 3 people, so 2 in the front, 1 on the back there. And like I said, we get like our wing design or whatever there. So with this one you would just lift up the wings and the platform would easily slide off the back because it's just sitting on this Technic piece there, and then this piece comes down and it holds it on there, so that's what allows it to fly back and forth. But then they can just easily drop off our characters and take off there. So I do kind of like that design, like it's much easier to get them slid off and everything. but overall love the build much more on this one, just because, you know, it looks much more substantial. So I love to take like the wing designs of this and somehow incorporate it into this newer one for that design there, but still looks cool overall. Now, of course, this is a flying ship, so we need to have like a little stand to put it up on for flying or whatever, but still looks cool there. And then, of course, we can bring in our Rebel Fleet Trooper to have them sort of facing off, which looks nice overall with both of them together, so they can be sort of fighting here on Tatooine as it pictured on the box, which of course was a battle that never actually happened, but just love how they've always pictured that going all the way back to 2008. So pretty cool set overall. Like I said, obviously you get one less figure, and of course price with time and inflation stuff, because I think these sets used to be, I think they were $10 back when they came out in 2008, so you got one more figure and were for $10. So if you bought both of them together like you would have here today, it'd be $20, where this is now $40. But I also assume these builds are much more substantial, but also then inflation, all that. So it would be nice to get this set for $20, because it would be awesome for that price, and to also include one more figure. But it's the times we're living in, so we get one less and pay double the price, but still a nice set overall. Really like this. And of course, getting Cutie Katie to finish off our 25th anniversary figures is the biggest thing out of that. But overall, I did really enjoy this set. So let me know what you thought of it down in the comments, and if you enjoyed my review, let me know with that like, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button to see more. But I want to thank you all for watching. I hope you all stay awesome out there, and I'll see you in our next review.